there's a lot of fear on the Democrat side that Donald Trump may try and run for another term. You were quoted as saying, since the Constitution doesn't actually say consecutive, maybe we go again in 2028. Did you mean that? Or was that just a massive troll?
Piers, you probably know him as well as any person in global media, right? You know Trump, and you know that you can see right now these days of thunder. I mean, he's in the moment. This is something he's thought about a lot in those years. The line in winter, Trump was always thinking. He had like the Project 2025 people, these think tanks and others. He's here and now. And I do believe that the Constitution is a little, some lawyers I talk is a little open to that. I think it'd be terrific if President Trump is a candidate in 2028. And I would work for that.
Wow.
Now, that being said, the Democratic Party, and this is, you know him, so he's a blunt force instrument, and he's delivered blunt force trauma on the political class in our country. The Republican, the Mitch McConnell Republicans, but particularly the Democrats, they have not regrouped. Schumer's sitting there bleeding. Oh, Bannon's flood the zone thing is not going to work. We're going to focus. Just this weekend, they picked a head of the DNC as just some average guy from Minnesota. They're not charging any of their policies. They are, and here's the reason.
No, the worst thing, by the way, you've reminded me, the worst thing was the way every candidate on stage for that chairmanship were asked, do you think racism and misogyny played a part in Kamala Harris losing? And they all put their hands up. And I was like, you guys have learned absolutely nothing. She did not lose because of her skin colour or gender. She lost because she was utterly useless. End. That's it.
I rest my case. You just said it, and that's no, but they still embrace it. So he's shattered them, and it's only going to be more shattering because it's tons of work to do. But I just think right now, if we can figure it out, why wouldn't we? And it can't be. Look, if we get to a place that it can't happen, it can't happen. But you know him; he's got a head of steam right now. When he went to Notre Dame, I sat there and go, this guy was like Charlemagne walking in with a bunch of, Macron and all these characters. That's how he is right now. Every day's days of thunder. We're flooding the zone. He's getting, from the Panama Canal back to Mexico, just caved within 24 hours on the tariffs. It's all happening, and it's happening at a vast scale with scale, depth, and urgency.